the modules are, they're all work related, so you don't have to go out and do extra work. It's just finding ways of collecting your evidence and then sifting through your evidence once you've got home, and then putting that into reports, various reports in different ways. It is quite difficult, especially with this school. I mean, the head here gives a lot of, or tries to give as much responsibility to the support staff and other staff who maybe not be qualified, but they seem to have as much work to do after school as the teachers with their own planning and their own preparation. So there is a lot of work to do, but I'd say it is difficult, but it's because it runs almost like parallel with the work that you were doing at school anyway. It seems almost like you can use what you do on the Ultraversity to streamline your job. Sometimes on a Monday morning you might have 10 or 15 things to do, but looking back on ways of prioritising and time management and things that I've investigated myself as part of an action inquiry, it's using things like that which I wouldn't have known about before, which will make that day go a bit quicker. So you already, even though it's a qualification, you're using bits of the information that I've discovered in your working day to make your working day easier anyway. I found one of my problems was, looking back on my strengths and weaknesses, was that my time management was it was not very good, to say the least, and I used to concentrate on the things I'd enjoy more than the things that I should be doing, really, which is quite easy to do as an artist. Sometimes all you want to do is prepare resources and look for things where the assessments and the other things still need to be dealt with at the same time. So it was almost like putting reins on yourself and making sure that at certain times you could break off from something to make sure the other things still got done. And it's the approach that I've tried to do with my course as well. There are certain things that need attention at certain times, and then you have to know when to stop and go on to something else, which I think is very important in any sort of distance learning. You have to know, you have to self-govern yourself and discipline yourself a lot more than maybe a residential student would. I would definitely recommend it. I think it's applicable to so many sort of types of work. It does not necessarily education. I just think as any sort of developing workplace, I think it's an ideal degree for any sort of staff to be on, because it's applicable to any working environment, and it's basically how what I get from it is how to improve my own role, my own professional development in a working environment. There's many times sat around a cup of coffee where everyone's moaning about, oh, I wish this was different, and I wish this was different. And I think I've found by doing this degree that you find ways of getting on and stop moaning and just doing something about it.